Stash is an amazing AI dictation software. Hi, I'm Britt Malka, and I'm going to show you now, instead of just telling you how amazing it is, what you actually can do with this dictation tool. So first of all, you can dictate. You can dictate in English or almost any language you can think of. So let me try to show you that. If I add a quick note over here, but you can dictate into anywhere where you can add text, which is Word, Notepad, Telegram, whatever, where you write, you can type in your dictation. So I have set up 2 key bindings, and one is for continuous dictation and the other is for quick dictate. So I'm going to use Control Space. Then I'm going to dictate something, and now you can see the bar moving at the bottom here. It will show the lines there when I'm speaking, so you can see that it's catching up my words. And when I hit the shortcut again, it will start rewriting what I've said. Let's do that. So now it's thinking, and here we go. So you can edit it if you like, if there's something that is wrong. But sometimes it will have words completely wrong. So I'm going to add a little bit of space and then talk about my family. So I'm going to talk about my children, whose names are Sasha and Danny. And I also have a dog called Nif Nif. Let's see. So it has actually spelled my kids' names correctly, but it has spelled Nif Nif wrong. And it's not randomly. Inside dictionary you can add words, and it has previously spelled my kids' names wrong, so I have added them here with a correction. I've also added several ways to write Nif Nif, but not this one, so I'm going to add that. So add new word. So I'm going to correct a misspelling, and the misspelled word was Nef hyphen Nif, and the correct spelling is Nef Nif. It's not a common word, so that's why it will not have it correctly. So I'm going to save. Let's see if it has it now. Can you spell my dog's name correctly this time? My dog is called Nif Nif. So let's see how this goes. Close. It had another one. So you can add any misspellings and it should get it right eventually, but apparently my accent isn't that clear. So I would, in this case, add this again, but you've already seen how it works. So let me show you something much more interesting. Let's say your native language isn't English, for example. Maybe it's Danish. So I will start a recording, and down here you can see a little flag, and then I can change it to Danish. In this case, I'm speaking in English and it will translate it to Danish. So let me hit. So now you can see it in Danish language. Now I'll do it the other way. So now I'm going to start it in a moment, and I'm going to read what I just said, but this time I'm going to read it in Danish, and it will translate it to English. Og så kan jeg ændre det til dansk. I dette tilfælde taler jeg på dansk, og det vil blive oversat til engelsk. Let's see what it does. And here we go. It is translated into English. I actually use this when I'm going shopping in Hebrew, because I don't write Hebrew, and this will help me a lot. So I simply set the little flag to Hebrew, and then I say the word. Let's say I want butter. Then I'll say butter. Butter. And there we have. It's not the right word. Heavy cream and butter. And here we go. This time I got it right. Apparently maybe I didn't hit exactly when I should start the recorder, because I'm speaking and making the video at the same time. It's not ideal. But this is some of the ways I use this. Of course, I also use it when I dictate books, for example. Then I would have an overview over what I'm going to speak about or write about, and then I'm just simply going to speak it, and then I can get it transcribed, and then I have a book, and that will make me able to write around 10,000 words per hour or so. It's very fast. And I also use my phone because me and typing on my phone, I'm not very good friends with that. So I use it for Telegram when I'm on my phone, and I'll show you here how I do it. So I simply start Telegram and place my cursor, you could say. I press my finger where I'm going to normally type in the message, and then I dictate it, and it will come out, and I can just send it, or I can edit it before I send. That saves me a lot of time, because typing with one finger at a time on a phone, it takes forever if you need to send a long message. So that is what I use it for. You can also have snippets here. For example, if there's something you often use instead of dictating it all, for example, your address, then you can simply say address, and you can have your address in here, and it will type that instead of the word address, for example. So here I would say type address, and we'll write my address. Let's check it. Type address. Now I had it in Hebrew. Yeah, okay. I've forgotten to change the language here. Type address. And here we go. And in fact, it had it correctly in Hebrew up here, so everything is fine. It works in both languages. And now I know that because I haven't tried that before. I've only used it for the English version. Under settings, you have hotkeys. I told you that I had changed mine. You can change them in here. These are the ones I use. Hold for talk, and then you need to hold them down. Or if you want to go hands-free, which is I do the most of the time, I just use Control and Space. So there are many settings. I don't want to go over them all in here, but overall, I must say I'm really happy with this tool. It has bugs, or sometimes something doesn't work as expected. It happens, but they are very good at correcting it. And let me see, it's been a while since I've contacted them, but there is a way in here. Let's see. There it is, yeah, under settings, support. There you can contact support, and they are normally very quick to answer, and they give good answers. And if something is bugged, they will fix it. So that's it. And if you have any questions about VoiceDash, let me know, because I've used it for quite a while now, and even though they add features to it, I know around it by now. So if you have questions, just ask me.